Today I'd like to talk to you about making your own nuts for your FP gear. Now, they're hard to buy but fairly cheap to make. You can make 20 nuts for about 27 cents, including the equipment you need to do it. You've all got the aerials and you put them on. That's the thread we're talking about here today. It is a 1/4 inch 36 pitch unified thread form. Now you may have heard of 1/4 inch national coarse, 1/4 inch national fine. Well, they're UNC, UNF, unified. Then you can have a national extra fine, and then you have a range of special threads, UNS. This is a UNS. A fine is, I think, 28, extra fines 32 pitch. These are 36 pitch. They're a bit rarer, and usually that means taps are more expensive. But you can buy a 1/4 inch 36 taper tap. If you're not familiar with taps, taper part is the actual start of the thread. You have from taper to plug, just $4. You can buy 20 M5 brass nuts, $1.50. It's all up, $5.50. 1/4 inch is larger than 6mm. So I could have got 6mm nuts, but the trouble is thread depth is deeper. So that means that when you drill it out and tap it, the fine threads won't have enough meat to go in, especially when you've got such a thin nut, a jam nut. To tap out the hole, you need a 5.3 drill. For 6mm, that is already 5.1. So you're only going to remove 0.2 of a millimetre of the actual thread. So that's why I went down to M5. And when you drill that out 5.3, cleared up the whole thread, so it's solid material. Second reason too is that I know some guys are a bit paranoid about, or a bit anal about weight. So a M5 nut is a little bit smaller than an M6 nut. So you can save a bit of weight there. And if you want to really save weight, you can get a 1/2 mil drill and drill holes all the way around the outside if you want it. But why be bothered? When you have lots of aerials hanging off, it starts to look a bit like a porcupine. But the trouble is, normally you mount everything on the back, a bit of Velcro or a cable tie, but soon you run out of room to place it side by side. It would be great if they could sit up on an angle, then you could stack more in, but you normally just put a bit of Velcro tape on it, pull it on and off. But wouldn't it be great if you could just drill a hole and this could just mount straight through there and your aerial could mount on the bottom. Some antennas have a long thread, some have a short thread, some the neck is long, some the neck is short. This particular one has a long neck, and if you screw the aerial in, it hangs out by quite a bit. So that's a good candidate for mounting in a hole. When you do come to do this nut, you try drilling it out by hand, because it's got thread and it's brass, it's likely to grab. So just get yourself a file, rat tail file, round file, and file out the rough thread first. Then you should be able to safely drill it. As always, at the end of the video, there'll be a QR code that if you've got a barcode reader on your smartphone, you just take a photo and list the product number from eBay and all the other information and reference videos, that sort of thing. So that's on all of my videos, so wait till the end and click. So when you tap it, you'll see the start of the thread, some of the actual depth is ground away. That's the hole size you need to make, it's 5.3. If it's too small, you'll be turning and you're going to be creating a chamfer. So once it's right, you just put it in, tap it up. You can drill a 1/4 inch hole anywhere you like. You can put the nut on, put it on, tighten it down. Now you may say, well, what about this other type of aerial where it's too small? There's no thread. Most of these aerials are just plastic on the bottom. Put your nut on, screw it down to your thickness, measure it, say that's 3mm high, you screw that on, and that's 2mm from there to there. You just file off 2.5mm and it'll lock on secure. The other use for it is if you're modding your radio, just for the aerial, and you're going to put a high gain aerial on and people cut this off and then they arrow dyed it in and that sort of thing, or if you're putting a 90-degree adapter on and all that sort of stuff, these nuts are great for bolting on. But in this case, rather than arrow dye and that type of thing, what you have to do is just once you've removed the aerial, put the nut on the hole, get your soldering iron, and then just apply your soldering iron to heat up the plastic via the nut and push it in. So then you have a very secure, easy removable aerial. You can also, if it's not long enough, you can also push it in the top, push the nut down below the top of the plastic, then just get your soldering iron and then just mould the plastic over the top to lock it in. 27 cents, you can have that fixed. If you're not going to use 20, you can sell them for 50 cents and you make a 100% profit. Quad4A, $4 on eBay. M5 brass nuts, $1.50 on eBay, and your FPV problems will be solved. If you've enjoyed the video, tell your friends. If you haven't, tell me. So as always, thanks for watching.